Welcome to another edition of Raya's Power International. Today's video is entitled Belly Breathing, More Nonsense from the Internet. Well, I've talked about this before. Evidently, I need to talk about it some more because people are confused. Now, when I was a student of the martial arts in the 1970s, we were told to breathe deep into the sakatandin and out through the mouth. We were told that the sakatandin was the stomach. We were also told that the reason why the American masters of the time had big bellies was because of all their deep breathing exercises. In truth, they worked out little, overate, and drank like fish. Informed martial arts practitioners of today know that the sakatandin is a Zen concept. It is said to be an energy center located between the top of the pelvic bone and the navel. Saka means below the navel. Tandin means field of elixir. The sakatandin has nothing to do with your physical stomach. You cannot breathe through your physical stomach. There is no connection between the lungs and the stomach. In medical science, there's such a term as diaphragmatic breathing, which is simply deep breathing. But this term is almost as misleading as belly breathing. Without a diaphragm, no mammal on earth would be able to breathe, deep or shallow. It's often been stated that the diaphragm functions just like a bellows. This is another ridiculous statement that creates a false picture in people's minds. There is no air in the diaphragm. It is a skeletal muscle. Not only is the diaphragm a muscle, it is the anatomical partition that separates the thoracic and abdominal cavities. Yes, the stomach is located below the diaphragm, but again, there is no connection. When we inhale, the diaphragm contracts downward. This compresses the abdominal cavity. The ribs are raised and the thoracic cavity expands. The expansion of the thoracic cavity draws air into the lungs. Now, when the diaphragm relaxes, elastic recoil of the thoracic wall causes the thoracic cavity to contract, forcing air out of the lungs. Now, the compression of the abdominal cavity that results from the diaphragm contracting downward may cause the belly to extend outward depending on how much belly fat one is carrying. This is where the idiotic term belly breathing comes from. If you have no belly fat, there will be no noticeable outward movement. So don't judge a book by its cover. Always be wary of anything you read on the internet. Use common sense and always do your research.